that always. Oh, my mom's already kicking things down, making noises here. Siblings. Do you have some? Yeah. Do you wish you had two brothers that lived in the house with me, but I have three siblings total. I have a half sister as well. So do you have Dad, you do runners. We are in Kirkwood. This is that beautiful Mark Anthony's from Kirkwood Farmers Market. So
I don't. You got it.
So good morning. Good morning, Marilyn. Good morning, Lon, as well. So that's interesting. You guys, if you wanted siblings growing up, now that's interesting, or maybe your first enemies. Now it's interesting. We just did an interview weekend to you as well, Rick, Barbara. We're going to do biceps, shoulders, and chores because I want you to realize how important it is out at any point. But squirrel.
No.
All right, everybody. Okay. So one of the things that I was talking to this lady about, always take care of the body, whether it's moving more for in muscle tissue somebody has, the more you have more lean muscle tissue, the more you're burning body fat. Put it on functional strength training. And we're going to talk about siblings. So Mom, you had, if you can, yes. So you made me do that.
3 girls for many years. And then my brother came. Yeah.
So 7 total. How to go down in weight?
Yeah.
Okay. So go down in weight. And here's the thing: I work on those shoulders because your shoulders are a little weaker.
Yeah.
So my mom had been diagnosed with osteoporosis. It's an aesthetic aspect, but I like it more so for the diseases that come up. Right. It's important for you to train. So we're going to go singles. I said if you can't do doubles, correct. Good job. So we're doing about 10 reps. You always put that weight down. And then you can help. So you can act like you're, see, there we go. You see how she's doing that? Because she's struggling. There you go. So she had a shoulder surgery. There you go. You're helping it along like you are your own personal trainer. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Dan and Kathy. This keeps turning off on me. Good morning, Aunt Monica. I'm not your aunt. Oh. That's not. I don't know who that is. They said aunt. Now we're going to do the lateral. It's not.
I'm trying to think who could that.
It's not. We're going to do a lateral. The lateral head. Well, good morning to you both, says Jamie.
Could be Eric or
it's not though. I just said. Josh, good morning to you. Yes, we are lifting weights. Kathleen, good morning. We're lifting weights while we're talking about siblings. So my mom had 6 siblings. Good morning, Carrie. 7 total in the house. That's a good Catholic family. Catholic families have a lot of children. So how many of you can beat that? I love how close you are to your mom. You're so lucky to have each other. We are. That is Dan Davis. We are very, very blessed. Okay, we're going to mirror each other. Hi, Miss Jackie, Carrie says. We're going to do the lateral head. So what my mom just showed you is what's important for you to know. I don't want you to do this. We used to call this English in the gym. Give it a little English. So I don't want that. You want to control the core. And then we're going to do lateral though. Okay, so we're going to go out to the side this way. And if she struggles with it a little bit, I would be here as her trainer helping to lift it. You would use your hand and you would help push it up. Yeah, it's too heavy.
See, because even
so we're not going to do lateral. But let me show you for those of you that can, here's the importance. So let me have you step back. I don't want to hit mom in the face. You want to do this. One of the biggest things I see wrong a lot of times is people lift like this and then their elbow's a little higher and their wrist is down like this. That means the weight's too heavy. Drop that weight down a little bit. Okay, think about that. Think about form. See how those lines are? We work in pretty lines in the gym. So you're here. If you cannot do that, as she just said, she would probably drop down to 5 pounds so that she could do that because you don't want this happening. You don't want the body to start leaning in one direction and you're dropping like this. That means the weight's too heavy, right? You know that. So come on back in, Mom. But if I had her here and I wanted to get her, nope, leave that there. If I wanted to get her stronger, I would help her as a trainer and have her hold on. Now we're working on grip strength. You got a good grip there. Now I'm going to help guide it up.
See, even this one pops.
So we wouldn't go as high if it's irritating. There, we can work in the lower range of it. There we go. 5, 6. So 7. There we go. Look at that. Now she's able to do it. Now we're going to go to the other side.
Yeah, I don't know about that side.
Okay, let's step forward a little bit and show them. So she would go to do it on her own, and it's not going to happen. No. So relax, look straight forward, keep your body in alignment. So she's doing a good, I'd say 60% of it, actually 70. There we go, 70%. Yeah, she's got a good lift, and I'm just helping her with that last end of it. So if you want to help out your parents as they're aging, please guide them if you know what you're doing. If not, hire a good trainer. I do have some room for some people here at Mark Anthony's. Nice job. Okay, so that was the lateral head. Now, the importance is also, especially when we're talking about posture, is to work right in here. This is your rear part of your delt. Someone just said your mama is a superstar. Oh, Matt Morton, it is so good to see you, my friend. I did a story with Matt when I was in television. Matt, I need to have you on the podcast. Yes, Matt is in another country, by the way. When I said that I want to, Matt, tell everybody where you're watching from. When I said I want to reach countries away, that's what I mean. Matt, tell everybody about you. Matt and I met with the Stealth that's in my basement.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you that want to get your kids to work on their core, look into the Stealth. It's pretty awesome. So the rear delts we're going to work on. I'm going to help you with this. I'm going to show it first. Yes, I'm going to help you because this is a little too heavy. I don't have 5 pounds here. Yeah. So I would have her go to 5 or maybe even 3. Couple ways you can work that rear delt. So you can come like this. You're bent over. I want you to get a flat back, not the hunching in the back. No. And we're going to come out like this. But I don't want you to, again, swing it up. Look. Hello, I'm in England. That's where Matt's watching from. I love it. Matt, do me a favor and spread all throughout England that we are here changing lives mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I would love for your friends in England to continue to watch because you're going to be on the show very soon. Do me a favor, my friend, and shoot me an email. My email is up on the screen right now, info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com, and let's bring you on. Let's change some lives together, my friend. So here's that rear delt movement. People say, oh, it looks like the lateral one. Yes, the difference is you're standing upright. You're turning, I like to think of it as you're holding 2 jugs of milk, right? Yeah. And it's as if you're teasing a little cat down below to say, I'm going to pour the milk for you. Oh, nope, psych. No, you don't get any yet. You've had too much today. So you're like this, almost tilting it over, but you didn't tilt the milk over just yet. You're just holding it right here, and they want that milk so bad down below. And then maybe you do. Maybe you tilt it just a little bit. There you go. And you're tilting it down below. My mom's laughing. Yes, you have to have fun with the clients, Mom. Yeah. Good morning, Monica from Branson. Well, hi, Eric. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Good to see you. I hope you and Dave are doing great. Now, you can also do a little pinky kick. So I'm going to do them this way, and we'll see which ones Mom wants to choose. Remember, we don't want to be like this. Yeah. We want to sit like this. So what I always tell people is maybe act like you're putting your hands on your thighs and you're doing a little breather, like maybe you were running. And you go like this. Whew, I'm tired. I got to rest for a little bit. That's proper form in how we do a lot of work, where we're doing row work, we're doing kickback work. You never want to be standing up like this and just swinging. You're cheating yourself out of those 3 heads of the tricep that way. Or if you're rowing, you're way up here. You should be able to do that really long, elongated row, getting into that lat. But it all is in how are we setting ourselves up for that movement. So Mom's doing a little row. You can't see her. Oh, yeah, a little bit. You can see her. But for this rear delt aspect, she can go ahead and do rows. So my mom's working her back. I'm going to lean over. It's the angle that I'm in that allows me to work that rear head. So I'm going to come out. I'm going to do 5 of them just like that, and I'll turn to the camera for you. So it's important to work every head so that one doesn't take over and dominate. Now I'm going to do the pinky kick. Same flattening in the back. But I'm going to kick my pinky out. That one might be a little too heavy for you. Oh, good. Look at my mother go with 8 pounds. But nice job. By the way, Matt, she's 85 years old. Can you believe that? 85 years young, we should say.
Yeah, this way is where it's hard.
Okay, so what did we do here? We did front head. Okay, go ahead and stand back up. Good. Front head. We did lateral head. We did rear head. Now, rotators. Okay, a lot of people, if they have rotator cuff or they think they have a rotator cuff problem, I'm going to do this one at a time. Go ahead and just put one down, Mom. Yes. Okay, and let's also talk about siblings. So my mom had 7. I had 3, 2 that grew up with me in our household, and then my sister is my half-sister, so she grew up in another household. I love the fact that I had siblings. I don't think I would have wanted to be an only child. No. Now, I am very outgoing. I make friends everywhere, runners. But those are your friends already in your own household. For those of you that have siblings, what do you think? Would you have preferred to have been an only child? Did you like growing up with siblings? Did you get along with each other? Interact with me today. Your mom doing this makes me happy. 85 years young. Well done, young lady. Well done. Okay, we're going to do rotation. Let's step back from the camera. I think it might be too heavy. I'm going to show you first. Now, this is actually a little light for me, but it's this way. And then I want you to rotate up. So anybody that's been in gyms for a while, yeah, that's a little too heavy for you. I'm going to help you with that. Arnold presses. Arnold Schwarzenegger made these popular. Oh, I almost hit the light. So you're here. So I'm opening up my base a little bit, by the way. Opening up my shoulders, shoulder width, or even wider than shoulder width. Coming up. Rotating. So that is probably too heavy for you. But see how she's guiding herself? If you step forward just a little bit, they can see that. So she's doing what I would do for her if I'm not at her house, because mom lives about an hour away. She can become her own personal trainer here.
I never thought of that.
Oh, see, these are the tools I like to give you. She said she never thought of that.
Because I always just do it on my own.
No.
Try to do it and I go.
No, so I don't
yeah.
want you to strain. So if you do not have the ability to drop down in weight, then you can help.
And see, even
So see how she's straining a little bit, and then it changes her form. Correct.
This is also getting weak. That shoulder.
She said that's also getting weak. I'm not sure. Hopefully you can all hear her.
Though.
So put your hand here.
Yeah.
So here's how we're going to show you. Now, again, she's doing 8 pounds. So as Matt just said, she is a rock star. A lot of my seniors that I trained maybe used 1 or 3 or maybe 5 pounds. 5 was pretty heavy. She's got an 8-pounder right here. So this is what she's going to do. If I'm not around her, she's going to put her hand right under here, and you're going to guide it when you get stuck. What I want you to do is take the beginning part of it and do as much as you can. So even if it's 40% of the 100% raise, do what you can do. So you're here, start to do it on your own before you help. Then when you get stuck, push and continue the movement. Look at that, full range of motion. Nice job. And I would just do a handful. Don't do your 8 and 10, 12, 15. Do maybe 5 of them. So what happens is you take a weight a little heavier than what you're used to, and you're building strength. And then maybe after 5 that she's helped herself with, she grabs a 5-pounder or a 3-pounder, and then she does it without any assistance. Does that make sense?
No, yeah.
Okay, let's do this one now. So you're going to take the weight, and you're going to come across the body like this. Your elbow does not move from the attachment of right up against your rib cage. So bury that against the rib cage and then take it across. Now drop your shoulder down. What I don't want to happen is that you start tensing up like this. So I want you to keep it down. Yeah, look at it, mom, go. So what you're looking for is how far can you continue to go away from the body and come back in without, you don't want to have any gap here, right? You want to keep it attached. Great. And then you pause there. Let that stretch happen. The more you do that, by the way, the more you're opening this up, the rotation aspect. So if you don't work rotators, you need to start doing that. You don't want to only do shoulder presses or shoulder raises. Okay, Mom? So again, we're helping you all today. Any questions? I'm here as your trainer today. On Fridays, I like to throw in Fitness Friday, Dance Party Friday, Ask Questions. You have me. I mean, look, people pay good money for this. Personal training, life coaching. You have me helping you along. If you can't afford a trainer on a Friday, a lot of times we'll throw in bonus. Do you feel that? I feel it back in here, that full rotation, and in the rear delt. So little shoulders, okay? Let's put those down. And then let's stretch the shoulders out. So it's important to work, stretch, work, stretch, work, stretch. I'm with Mom again today, taking her back to her car so she can head back home. Have you had fun?
Yes.
She said, here, what did you, here, come up to the camera so they can hear you. What did you most enjoy this week?
Just being involved in watching you, all your interviews. People, be careful. All the different people and going watching what's all going on, in the office, out here, outside, wherever we're. It's not working.
It's okay. There we go. So she got a chance to see all the behind the scenes aspects of the show. And then we had fun at the house, had some good food.
Yes.
Made some good food last night. It is getting sunny out there. So Anyway, let's see. I'm youngest of five, three older brothers, and my sister. Love having siblings, Marilyn said. Okay, good morning to Tony and Pamela. Good morning to you. Who else? We're talking a little bit about siblings. We are blessed to have your experience and expertise. Well, thank you, Kathy. Glad to have you in class sometimes too. Oh, I got a jet, but keep up the awesome work, ladies. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Matt. Don't forget, he probably signed off already, but don't forget to send me an email. So, siblings and working out. That's what we're talking about today. And we're going to get into your biceps. So, we did shoulders. Any questions on any of that? Anybody have any issues with any shoulder issues? You need any questions before we get into biceps? Let me know if you have any questions. We'll return right after the break. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online envitahealthandwellness.com. All right, welcome back. Boy, that sun is creating an issue. Let me see if I turn the light off and see what happens. Talk to them, Mama. That help at all? Nope. It's the sun.
It's the sun.
It's the sun because we're looking into the sun. All right, everybody. So let's do this. Let me lift it up a little bit. That a little bit better. So we are working out with you on a Friday. We did some shoulders. If you have any questions, if you have a shoulder injury and you want me to address anything, let me know. We're going to get into bicep work, and we're also talking about siblings. Did you enjoy them, or what was the hardest thing for you if you were an only child? That's what I want to know, because there's some people. I used to see friends of mine that had no siblings, no brothers, no sisters, and I used to always feel really sad for them because they didn't. I mean, you agree, right? You loved having sisters and brothers for that matter.
Yeah, sisters and brothers, right?
It is interesting to see the dynamics in siblings and how some split. And two or three of them, like you had 7 of you, yeah. 2 or 3 are together, and then you've got 3 or 4 over here. And that's just what happens. I mean, again, you're born into that. You don't choose your family, and you're automatically just shoved together and told to get along.
Yeah. And you don't have to always be really close to the ones that's closest to your age. Now, I'm very close to my younger sister. The other sisters are passed away, but she's 10 years younger than me, and she's my baby sister, and we go on vacations together and all kinds of things.
You are blessed. You're best of friends there.
Yes.
But yeah, anybody struggle though? Like this woman we interviewed yesterday said that she felt like a misfit.
Yes.
Felt like she didn't belong in the family. Felt very isolated, even though there were 3 of them. So siblings to me, I mean, I was very, very close to my brothers growing up, especially my middle brother. He's only 4 years older than me.
Yes.
My other brother's 7 years older than me. Now he and I are super close.
Yes. See,
it's interesting how it all happens. Not that my middle brother and I aren't, but I see my older brother. He's now retired, so we have a little bit more time. They're in Hawaii right now.
Yes.
They just went swimming with manta rays, which I think was pretty incredible. They said it was one of the neatest things they've ever done. Now, snorkeling, actually. Manta ray snorkeling. So I had 2 brothers, Rose says, older than I, watched out for me, sibling love. Husband, not so blessed. Okay, there we go. Sister sued him after parents passed. When asked now, he says he has no siblings. Yeah, that's so sad. One of the things also, though, is, gosh, I hope that they could find a way to maybe, I always think, when you're estranged, you just don't know if your time is up, and would you have regrets that you didn't get a chance? I mean, that's hard though when someone sues you. There's got to find your way to forgiveness somehow. Yes. I'm number 4 of 6, says Barb. A little dysfunctional, but we are all alive and well. And then there's a person who says that they're from Pakistan. Possibly, don't know. I think a lot of times those are bots. Pamela, second youngest of 6. Carrie, have to leave for work. Okay, catch you on replay. Love your youthfulness, Miss Jackie. You're not a senior. You're a queen anger. Queen. Oh, let's see. Queenager. Everyone has a blessed weekend. Donna, I have 2 sisters, one in Texas, one my twin in Maine.
Oh.
I have 2 wonderful still in St. Louis and several sister and friends here. Yes, exactly, because friends become sisters. I have 2 younger sisters, says Kathy. One passed away. My youngest sister is my best friend. Again, that's the thing. You hope that you can be best friends. When you talk about your friendships, a lot of times it is in your own family. Hello, Robin. Yeah, Robin was asking if there was going to be more of you and I originally wasn't going to because Jim was going to take her back to her car. But poor Jim got stuck in Miami. He went on a fugitive trip to pick up a prisoner and bring him back to St. Louis. And the person he was with, well, yes, but the person he was with didn't pay attention to detail and didn't have the right timing and schedule of everything. So that delayed them to come back. And then there were storms and lightning in Miami. So that poor guy didn't show up until 4:00 this morning. I feel really bad for him. So that's obviously why Mom was with me, because he was going to take her back to her car. So you get a bonus Jackie again. So Robin was wondering if you'd be with me. And you are. And you're also going to be with me next Friday on the recording we did yesterday, which I can't wait for people to see.
Oh, yes.
Linda says, I have 4 sisters and 3 brothers. Tomorrow I will get together with 2 sisters and a niece to do the Tiki Trout in Hecker, Illinois. That sounds fun. It's a 5K at night. Linda, that sounds like a blast.
Yes.
Okay, Michelle says she was an only child and it sucked. See? Because you don't have built-in friendships yet.
Yeah, because I had a girlfriend in grade school, and I guess I was complaining about my sisters or something one time, and she said, Jackie, I just wish I had a sister or a brother to even fight with. She said, you're so lucky. You always have somebody there to do this. And we played all kinds of crazy games, all kinds of things. We had so much fun all the time.
You miss out on blessings sometimes.
Yes.
You don't see the blessings that you have in your own family. Hopefully. Some people say, nope, I have a horrible family. And I feel sorry for you for that. But hopefully you have found friends that have become family. Because that's the thing. You can pick your friends. You can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends and then make them a part of your family. So Michelle said only child and it sucked. Everyone thinks we are spoiled. I had to do all of the chores and I couldn't blame a sibling if something got broken.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I would not have wanted to be an only child.
No.
And one of the things was when I was wanting to have children, which again, you all know we weren't blessed with children, but I didn't want just one.
Yes.
I would have, because it's the same thing, by the way, as an animal. I don't think you should have just one dog because I think they want a friend that is the same as them. Yes, we are their family. Yes, we become their parents, but they don't have, when we leave for work, another friend to play with unless you give them another friend. And that's why I've always thought that they belong in pairs. What do you all think about that? What's your thought on 2 dogs? Or now we have 3.
Siblings.
Dog siblings. I'm serious. I'm asking. It's a real thing. I don't think they should be by themselves. And then, well, people are like, oh, but you have one, you spoil them. But they don't have a friend to play with when you're at work.
Yeah.
And you're gone at work for 8 hours a day. You don't think that they're bored? I think they are. Let me know what you think about that.
Well, I know they'd be bored because some of your dogs tore up things in the house.
See, this is the real Monica Adams show.
Because they were bored.
Yes.
They put her in a cage. No, that's too mean. Well, it was too mean that she tore up all the furniture and Brian, Tina, and I had to repair.
Oh, here we go. You had to reupholster my furniture.
We had to reupholster the furniture.
Who did that?
Who did what?
Who did that, Mom? Kira.
Kira, yeah.
Kira, my very first Shiba Inu that I had. Yes, that was called separation anxiety.
Right.
Not too bad. I mean, there are dogs that have eaten walls, eaten baseboard, thrown themselves through doors. She didn't do any of that.
No.
She was just so intelligent that I would put the baby gate up to keep her in the kitchen. And I came home and she almost had this little smirky look on her face like, you think that's going to stop me? And she was sitting on top of the chair like a cat. Shiba Inus are very cat-like. Then I put up two gates that literally was probably to the height of this.
Yes.
And she climbed up the gates, got in there. When I opened the door and I saw her sitting up there, she did this. Try again, Mom. I mean, for those of you that have intelligent dogs, you know what I'm talking about. And Shiba Inus are escape artists.
Oh, yeah.
She was at least.
Yeah.
I had another one, Nico. He wasn't bad, but I got him when he was 9.
Right.
So he was probably through all the shenanigans. Now we have sweet little Opus, Aubie Opus, and he really just kind of lays in his bed unless you get him out. And yesterday, let's show this. Yesterday we had a major breakthrough.
Oh, yes.
Only because Mommy believes in him and decided to say, we're going to do this. Oh, it's in your phone. Shoot. Watch the weights. Do you have your phone here?
Yes.
Okay, we can show you in a second. But he had a breakthrough because a lot of times people think when they come over to the house, does he ever move? And I said, yes, you have to get him up. I took him for a walk. We took him for a walk yesterday for about a mile. And he was panting after about the first 2 minutes. He was about done. He needs his exercise. Yes, we're talking about exercise today. We're doing some exercise with you. She's going to show you this in just a second. Have great cousins too, but no big family here, but again, great sister friends. Rose said she had no sisters and wished she did. There you go. Trot. Okay, no problem, Linda. Oh, wow. Cool. We just see my mom can testify here that things go flying on me. It went away. Mama Jackie, Bella, get rest, Jim. Exactly. Okay, so Mary, Missy Ann, my two sisters are my biggest support system. Yep. Sister-in-law's here, Donna says. There, it went away again. And let's go back. Can you go back? There we go.
Yeah, because then if there's someone like your mom, then that you had no aunt.
Correct.
Maybe
exactly.
no uncles,
Kathy Holden Reed says, my mom was an only child and reminded us often how lucky we were. Exactly. We're talking about siblings. Yes. If you're just tuning in, it's the mobile Monica version of the Real Monica Adams Show, brought to you by our friends at Invita Health and Wellness, just down the street here in Kirkwood. Oh. Yep, they're right down the street. Oh, Dr. Sarah, I'm actually going to see her in just a few hours. Her husband came over to Bespoke where I do my custom work. We made him some custom shoes and a custom suit. So I can't wait. It's like a Christmas day for him. He gets yes. Do you want to open that up for me? And then we'll show them. Yeah. Let's see. Always get in pairs, Missy says. Saves you from being a chew toy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Good morning, Margot. Equus Rescue, where I'm going to be doing remember I'm going to be doing the MC for Equus coming up next month. So Margot's on. Good morning, Monica and Mom. I have 3 incredible sisters and 1 brother. What would I do without them? Exactly. They're tending to me while I recover from surgery. She had knee surgery. We were supposed to go and see Equus, but she's still recovering. So we still got to set that up. Margot, reach out to me and let me know you want to set that up. All the fun and crazy adventure. And of course, the bond of siblings that's never broken. Of course, multiple pets, she says. Well, she knows that. Yes. Oh my, only one. What? Only? They both wrote the same thing. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's go back. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about siblings. We also need to get into our bicep workout. But before we do that, here was the breakthrough. He is always in his bed, never moving. So yesterday we forced him. I didn't force him. I'm sorry. No, we took him out of his bed and put him on my lap on the couch. Can we see that? There we go. He's on my lap. Sweet little boy. Yes. He's so sweet. Look at. He did a good job yesterday. So for those of you that know, you know that he doesn't ever get out of that. Don't step on the weights. No, I'm trying. I'll help you backwards. So yes, that was our little breakthrough. But a lot of times you have to put them there. Only 1 dog at a time. Schnauzers are expensive. Great pets, no issues. I don't want 1 dog ever. Oh, she said only 1. 2 dogs is perfect. Exactly. Mine love and adore each other. We walk every day. Yes, please walk them. They need their exercises. Okay, Barbara says 3 dogs to keep each other company. 2 younger pups get the zoomies together. Exactly. So Adelaide and Tessa do the zoomies. Yes. And then Opus almost looks at them like, you 2 are nuts. Yeah. I wish he would start to play. He does a little bit. He likes Adelaide. He sticks his little butt up in the air, gets into that playful mode of putting the paws front down into a little downward dog, but he doesn't run with them. He just kind of sits there
he did in the very beginning.
Just spinning around.
He ran around the yard.
He's got it in him.
Yeah.
He could do it. Okay, so you're weighing in on whether you liked having siblings, funny stories about siblings. We'll share that in just a second. We're going to do some bicep work while she tells think about your funniest story with one of your siblings. And then we'll talk about it in just a second. I am your youngest of 3 boys. I am the youngest, I should say, I guess. I just wish I was the oldest of 3 boys. Don't we always want something that we don't have? We want things to change a little bit. Donna says, love on the fur babies. Last 2 we got it 4 months old. 1 passed a Cairn Terrier in 2015 at 15 and a half years old. Yeah, a lot of times it's like that 15, 16 year time frame. And her brother's Silky Terrier passed in 2019, almost 19 years old. Cookie was 19. Our
Yes.
dog, yeah, that was the oldest that I've ever had live. He had a hard time mourning his sister, but they had many years together. They do.
Yes, they do.
They love
miss.
each other so much. Our new rescue a couple years ago is now 6, and since we retired, he's not alone, but do consider a rescue for sibling. I mean, who can be without animals? I don't understand not having a pet. Oldest of 6, 9 years apart, says Danielle. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about siblings. Do you have siblings? Were you an only child? Did you enjoy being an only child? Did you hate being an only child? And then what are your fondest memories? Any fun things you want to share about? Equus, okay. Yay, way to go, Opus. I know. I was wondering how he was after the Birmingham trip. Well, he was on the couch at Julie's house. He loves Aunt Julie. She does have incredible energy. She could be a pet whisperer, dog whisperer. She really is. I've always said if I were to, well, when I leave this earth, I want to come back as Julie's dog. I want to come back as one of the Miles. Her last name, by the way, is Miles, which was my father's first name. Well, was Miles, I should say. It's now Myers. But yeah, that family, they're great with animals. Good evening, both of you and your family. So this person's from India. When younger Max begged us for an older brother, then we got billet boys. Yeah, so they, that Michelle and Mike, they do a billet program, which is with hockey players. And they bring them in from different states, maybe in another country, and then they stay with them for a little while. But then when they go away, they still forever feel like that's part of their family. So yes, he does have them mixed in. I love that. As adults, they're great. One had an incredibly aggressive high school year, relief when she went off to college. My poor mom at the time. I'm just thinking about the women that have had to raise, or men for that matter, single moms or single dads that have had to raise multiple children. Which is incredible. And I think about my cousin Rosemary, 11 children because her husband left. 11 children. That woman's a saint, raised on her own. Yes. Siblings, and back with a bicep workout when we return.
It's the icing on the cake.
The final brush stroke.
The finishing touches make all the difference in your home, too.
Have fun and get started at carolhouse.com/room planner.
With thousands of accessories in our 3.5-acre showrooms.
Get your picture perfect room and the lowest prices in the country at Carol House.
Because you like nice things.
You know, of course, it's great to get outside and enjoy the warm weather, but when it's time to relax indoors, be sure your home stays cool with equipment and service from my friends at Aldon. 24-hour emergency service available. At Aldon, it's their commitment to continue providing above and beyond HVAC service for all of their customers. They truly care about the air you breathe. Call them today at 314-567-5585 or on the web, aldon.com. That's al-don.com, 314-567-5585. All right, welcome back. We are in Kirkwood, Missouri, right here at Jefferson and North Kirkwood Road, right across from Dewey's, and a new place that opened up within the last year, Honeybees, Pioneer, some good places to have breakfast. I wish we had time, but she's going to rush off and go back home. I am going to go do some styling and then finally get a chance to relax. Any big plans for the weekend, everybody? Any big plans? She said she's going to the doctor. That's a good thing. Self-advocate, right? Take care of your own health. Be your own wellness advocate. Make sure you do that. It is getting hotter, by the way. You know, the other day was really pretty. There's a little light breeze out there. I see the flag blowing around just a little bit. Nothing like it was yesterday. It was crazy windy yesterday. Yes. We had upper 70s on Wednesday. Then we started creeping up into the 80s, starting to get back hot. In fact, it could reach triple digits again, maybe next week, but maybe 98, 99, sunny. I didn't see any rain. So if you have plants, you're going to have to do a lot of watering. You're not going to get the help of Mother Nature. Right. So siblings, fun sibling story. Let's read a couple more comments before my mom shares that. Barbara, let's go to Barbara's comment. I think that was right underneath Michelle's. Yes. As adults, they're great. Oh, no, I just read that one. She said, poor mom. Okay, Donna. My twin and I played women's ice hockey together in Massachusetts in the 70s. Mm-hmm. I'm from East Coast, and that's what? Something about change classes. Some students... What the heck, Donna? It says, and some changed classes, some students the difference, but teachers did not. I'm guessing you're Yes. What I'm thinking she means is that they were twins and that they confused everybody. That's what I think that was supposed to mean. I have 2 older brothers and always wish I had a sister. We have a family-owned business, so I work with them. Oh, that's really good. Being able to work with your siblings. Some of my favorite memories with the twin is making music together. Perfect harmony. We play guitar and write our own songs. I love it. Good morning to you, Terry. I'm an East Coast girl too, Michelle says. Yes, she's from New Hampshire. Chihuly at the Botanical Gardens. Oh, is that still going on, Danielle? Fantastic. I love that. Okay, we're going to do a little bicep work. Mom, get a little closer so they can hear you because my mom's voice is a little softer. So any fun stories about your siblings while we do regular bicep curls?
I don't know. I guess I'm trying to think of one. He's passed away now, my younger baby brother.
Baby brother.
And he was 3 years old.
Uh-huh.
And he would be so serious, try telling us some stories, and we would be dying laughing, and he would pay no attention to us because he had to get his story out.
That's because he never got a chance to talk because he was one of 7. Did you all have that problem?
It's my turn to talk.
Yeah. People always said, your mom loves to talk. And I said, well, evidently you didn't let her when she was younger.
Yes.
Fighting for attention when you have several siblings, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just doing regular curls, but it's also very important to work all the different heads of the bicep. So 2 heads, and when you do triceps, it's all 3 heads. Let me switch this around a little bit and thank our sponsor, our title sponsor here, Invita Health and Wellness. So what is a hammer curl, Mama?
This one.
Yeah, it's so smart. Yes. Okay, can you step back just a little bit? We're going to step back here and show you a hammer, just like you're hitting a hammer. The most important part that she's learned, let that go all the way down. Yep, so she's singling it up because it is a little heavier.
That's my bad.
So go ahead and put one down and do what I was showing you earlier. If you're just tuning in, we were showing how you can be your own trainer. A little bit. Like it's important to hire a trainer, but when you don't have them, she can help it along. Right. So if she gets stuck, there you go. She said she never knew that before. You can also single them up if the weight's too heavy and you need to drop down and you don't have something to drop down, then you single them instead of doing this double work. It is also important to change if you start seeing this happen. Oh, here comes the sirens. If you start seeing this happen, right? The rocking of the body, meaning you're trying to use everything you possibly can to get that weight up. Hope everybody's safe. There goes Kirkwood Fire. Saving lives, saving life and saving property. So we're doing hammer curls here, just a few more. So you can single it up if doing doubles is too heavy for you. Good. And we're going to do a little rotation as well. So any fun things going on this weekend that we should know about? I have Saturday all day. It's going to be hot. Probably maybe spend some time by the pool. Saturday open. And then Sundays open. I really am enjoying talking about going to churches and then brunches. We did go to brunch last week with our friends, talking about some new sponsors coming on. So I like to do this for your biceps, do the rotation and come and kick it out. We used to call these hitchhikers. She'd be like, hey, want to pick me up? You got to have fun with your clients. You got to come up with silly things instead of like you're talking about. You got to have fun with siblings. Yes, it's very easy to say, I hate my siblings. But I said, I count them as blessings.
Oh, yes.
Even though my brothers beat me up. And I would do what, Mom? Call you at work.
Call me up.
Call you while you were bowling.
Yeah.
Can you take it all the way down? All the way down? And then I'm going to go all the way back up with her. So I'm helping her, but if she doesn't have me there to help, she can guide that down. So it's important to go through the full range of motion. Let's switch sides because it's getting a little hard on that side. Okay, and then we're coming apart. Why is it important for you to lift weights, Mom?
So I get stronger and I can do things and lift stuff.
And just do day-to-day chores.
Sure, yeah.
Lifting up to grab something out of the cabinet. Mm-hmm. If you're not working on your health, just simple chores in life become very hard.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that's a little bicep work. Now I'm going to have you hydrate. It's important to hydrate. And if you haven't eaten, it's important that you fuel yourself. Do you have some? Where's your water? Your water's over there. Made sure she had water. I'm going to drink. Oh, there it goes again. Oh, that's why I had that propped up against her. I'm going to drink some of your water because that's helping me. So if you're just tuning in, we're having a little fun with you today. We're doing a light workout. But you know what? I've already burned 147 calories. Isn't that?
I can't get it.
I got it for you. There you go.
Because I started it.
So you also have like built-in friendships, and you can learn from each other. And one person's going to excel in this, and one person's going to excel in that. And they also become the person that can help you along. And when you want to throw a ball around, if you don't have mom or dad around, you throw the ball to your siblings. They can help you in your sport. They can help you with studying if they will.
Yes.
But yeah, my brother was 7 years older, so it got to a point where obviously when I was young, very, very young, my middle brother, he used to tell my mom, "You're going to have a girl. You're going to have a girl."
My gosh.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And he'd say, because I would say, "We're going to have a baby." And he goes, "Oh, we're going to have a little girl." And I go, "Oh, or a little boy." "No, it's going to be a girl." So then a little bit later on, we go on again. And I say, our little boy, "No, it's going to be a girl." And I go, okay, he was really getting adamant about it. Oh my gosh, too bad if it's a boy.
He already had a brother.
Yeah. So he said, "I don't want another one. I got one." So it just kept going on and on. And then when I had her and I brought her home from the hospital, he said, "See, I told you." He knew
And he loved to dote on his little baby sister.
Oh, yes.
He's still super close with me.
Yes.
I'm super proud of him. He works at Mallinckrodt
and
Clayton Winehouse, which we are looking to hopefully get on as a sponsor. By the way, save the date, November 4th, Clayton Winehouse, an evening with the real Monica Adams. Put that, it's kind of like we're getting married. Save the date. It's a save the date.
Yes.
November 4th, 6 to 8 p.m. And we're still doing the logistics of it all, but we'll be selling tickets. They're going to have incredible food. You'll have tastings, and then you can find whichever one you like and then buy a bottle and go off with your friends. If you don't drink, no big deal. They'll have other things for you to drink, or if you want a spirit or you want a beer, that'll all be there. I'll do a motivational speaking engagement for about maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll mingle together. You get a chance to talk with me instead of just typing to me. I do not want you to miss that. Friends, family, coworkers, get everybody together November 4th. And I'll let you know when tickets go on sale. You put it on your calendar last night.
I put it on my calendar last night.
November 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. So let's see. Michelle says anyone in Kirkwood this weekend should go check out the new TheRealMonicaAdams.com street sign at St. John Vianney.
Oh, yes.
That's right. We had that. And we want you to go by, take a picture, and then tag us in it, because there's some fun things we're going to do throughout the year. I might be giving away personal training sessions. I might be giving away life coaching sessions. I might be giving away a styling session. All of those things worth about $100, by the way. So I'm giving you $100 if you take the most pictures or do the most creative thing with that sign. Again, it's as you pull into Vianney High School. So you come all the way up, and it's right before the kids go into the building. It says Griffin Way and then TheRealMonicaAdams.com. So yeah, go by and see that and take a picture, please. Dana says, I'm the youngest of 3 with a brother and sister, 12 and 9 years older. I'm very close to both of them. It was like being an only child with the age difference, when they left home. And yes, at least 2 dogs and cats are the best. They need friends. Exactly. Again, you got to do you, but I just think, just like with the fact of not wanting to be an only child, I don't think they want to be an only dog. Baldwin days, Terry says, and live concerts today and tonight. Tonight is Well Hungarians. Tomorrow night's Dr. Vegas. Oh, that sounds fun.
Yes.
Now, I do have to do something tomorrow night, but maybe not for long. That sounds fun. I don't know how hot it is. I'm not a fan of sitting out in the heat, like at the Muni when it's super hot.
Yeah.
Let's see. How are you, Tara? Saturday morning circuit training with the real Monica Adams. Exactly. If anybody else wants to train with us, I do have some openings. Hi, Lisa. That's Doug's wife. Save the date. Yep, exactly. November 4th at the Clayton Winehouse. And then Michelle just posted something that she wanted me to talk about, which I was actually getting ready to do right now. So Michelle went to the Riverfront Times. Do you have the link? She does have the link there. So everybody look at probably the maybe 3 or 4 last comments. You'll see Michelle say, please vote for our favorite podcaster, Riverfront Times Best of St. Louis. So go to, it's in the arts and entertainment segment. But if you want to, just click on that link she just gave to you. So you want to type in for the best local podcast. And I know you all love it. In fact, the the podcast you and I did the other day, 6,000 people have seen it already. It's reached 6,000 people. That means that you are all doing exactly what we want you to do, which is to do just this. Please share and like and follow the live stream. And it's not just on Facebook, it is on YouTube as well. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, which means what? It's free. It's free.
Why not?
Well, because you get a notification when I'm going live or when we have bonus content, which we did. We went live on YouTube, not on Facebook. And so you saw the changing of the sign live on YouTube. Yes. So I'm glad Michelle said, Monica, I know you said you're going to be giving some bonus content to them sometimes. And we did just that. Good morning. Have a great weekend, says Chad. Yes. So look at her comment and go to that link and please type in the Real Monica Adams podcast so that other people that don't know that we're doing this can find out just that. Okay, so having some fun today, just enjoying, relaxing. I like Fridays to be a little bit more lighthearted, do a little workout with you, give you some little bonus content here besides talking to you about siblings. We're going to do our triceps when we return.
Warm weather, sand beaches, and boats galore. It's the Florida. It's a Lake of the Ozarks. Florida Direct Palm Trees brings tropical flair to your patios, docks, and yards. From a few feet all the way to 25 feet, there are palm trees for every property. Florida Direct also provides palm tree potting soil, palm fertilizer, large decorative pots, and a wide selection of locally grown tropical flowers and plants to add the perfect accent to your tropical paradise. Florida Direct Palm Trees, bringing paradise to your patio for 14 plus years.
All right, welcome back. It is Mama and Jackie, Mama Jackie and Monica. I said Mama. Mama Monica. I am a mama to the fur babies. Monica and Mama on a mobile Monica version. And we've done our shoulders and our biceps. So let's do our triceps. And let's see, anybody else want to share anything about fun things that are going on this weekend or anything else about siblings, weighing in on whether you enjoyed being an only child? How hard, actually, what was the hardest thing for you about being an only child? Or what was the hardest thing about having siblings? Did you want more? Did you wish mom and dad had more instead of just one? Maybe you were one of two or one of three. I was one of three or one of seven. My dad was one of five. And then I know people that have had 9 and 11 and 13. As I said, for all of you that are tuning in, who had the most siblings? Let's see who takes the cake today. Marilyn says, absolutely, I'll vote and ask my friends. Yeah, so look at that link that Michelle posted. So before we wrap up, let's do our triceps. Over the top of your head. And the key is to go straight up. It's not about, a lot of my clients do this wrong. They go forward like this. It is here, going straight up to the ceiling and straightening it out. See how I'm straightening the dumbbell out? So it goes straight up like this. Straight up and straight up. And straight up. If it's too heavy, you go down in weight. Also, if you start to arch the back, that's a no-no. No strain on the back. What I would tell you to do is open up your stance. So I'm giving you some tools, giving you a little advice. I told you can always ask me questions. As soon as we get done, by the way, we are going to fuel. I brought you a protein bar because you have about a, half-hour drive home after I drop you off. That means it's an hour from now. So you need to get fuel in after you work out. No, we did not do a crazy hard workout. There was no need to, but we wanted to talk to you and see how you can get bonus things in. Now we're going to take that over the top of the head and form a 90-degree angle here. And you're going to go straight up. Again, here's the thing. If I needed assistance, I would go right here and I would help myself up. So Mom, you can help it up. Or if it's too heavy, go to the other side. It looks like it's too heavy. That's your shoulder surgery side? Yeah, so don't do that side. This is where you would need a 5-pounder. Again, no arching of the back. Straightening it up. We're working 3 heads of the tricep, by the way, when you do a kick and a rotation. Yeah, that looks a little too heavy for you. Why don't you go into tricep kickbacks? So she's going to stand back from the camera just a little bit, or I can tilt the camera down. Can you all see her? You can't. There. That's the kickback. I'm going to continue to do mine here. Any questions on any of the workout that we did today? So we did a lot, by the way, in a short time period of talking with you. We did rotation for our shoulders. We did biceps. We did regular curls. We did hammer curls. We did rotational curls. So you can also do these, kind of doing that kick out. I called them hitchhikers. We did front raises. if you want to remember all this. We did front raises for the shoulder. We did side raises. Remember, I told you kind of tipping that milk jug or water jug over. We also did rear delt, and I talked about the importance of flattening that back out. Rear delt, the rear deltoid, your shoulders. We did the Arnold presses so that you work on the rotation. And then we did these for the rotator cuff. If it hurts you at all, then you don't do it. And I also want to stress every time that I give you advice, remember, these are my opinions, and you always have to check with your doctor. So I don't want you to come back and say, oh, I can't do that, or my doctor said not to. Right. You got to follow the advice of the doctor. I'm just giving you tools here to try to help you out. Let's see. So that was the shoulder work, the bicep work, and then the tricep work we did overhead, and we did the 90 degrees here, and then we're going to end with kickbacks. So the kickbacks, like my mom was doing, flattening the back, kicking back, and we're going to end with this one. No big, you don't want to do this, right? Nor do you want to stand up and just have this small little movement. You want to go here, all the way back, making that 90-degree angle, kicking all the way back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was pretty heavy, by the way. That's 15 pounds. I'm going to grab her 8-pounder and just show you one more thing. If you want to get full rotation, you can start with your palm up like this, and then completely turn it all the way back. See that rotation that I do? So kicking it back, that's a little harder, Mom. And what I want you to do is also not come forward like this, but start right here in the 90-degree angle. Don't close it up, and then kick it all the way back. Okay? So one more time. Here, not here. Don't drop the shoulder down. As the weight gets too heavy, the shoulder has a tendency to drop down. So if you can control it without a big amount of swinging, that's what I'm looking for. Don't drop the shoulder. Okay, hopefully that has helped you with some good tools today. Any questions on anything with regards to the fitness side that we just showed you, let me know. And then let's see here. Did you get flyers? Is that to Marilyn? See, when they come to us, I can't see if people are responding to someone or if it's a single.
Oh,
so yes. I think Michelle's asking if somebody, probably if Marilyn got flyers, which I don't know. I did send... If anybody wants flyers for their business or for their family and friends, I can send you the digital version and you can print them out yourself, or you can ask us how many you want and then just pay for some, and we can get them printed out for you. Recommendations on how many and how many reps of each. It all depends. If you're trying to build muscle, I like to go less reps and heavier weight. If you are trying to sculpt and carve, I would do more in the 12, 15, 20 range. If you're really just wanting to do light weights and just tone, you might go into the 20, 25 reps, but lighter weights. And make sure you're doing range of motion and good form. That's important. Yes, okay, Michelle's responding to Marilyn. Okay, we're going to wrap up and talk about your value when we return. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online envitahealthandwellness.com. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. Thank you, Rose, for voting, and Marilyn as well. We are wrapping up with the 52 habits to discover and strengthen your personal worth. This is Jeff Kozatek, Blueprint for Value, and we promised today we would do attitude. You can choose your response, persist or quit. Mom is putting the weights away because we really do have to fly out of here. Do you search for empty promises, mistakes, unmet expectations, and broken trust? An attitude of negativity can easily grow into a victim mindset, one that fills with despair and loses hope and sees no personal worth. Or do you choose an attitude that equips you to face your challenges and persist through trials? A positive attitude can grow into a powerful accountability mindset. It's one that finds moments to be grateful, reasons to celebrate, sees potential, creates energy, and has cause to hope. Again, you can't always choose what happens to you. Can't choose your family, can't choose your siblings, but you can always choose how you respond. A positive attitude is only a thought away and can make large deposits in your personal worth account. Mom's putting this is what we do, by the way. We have an entire store here that we move back in place after we work out. The takeaway for today: equip yourself with a resilient attitude to weather the storm and overcome obstacles. You get to choose your attitude. Everybody, thank you so much. From my mother and I, you won't get a chance to see her on Monday because Mom will be back at home. I love you, Mama. Mwah. She is a doll. You will see her, by the way, next Friday on a really incredible, very long interview that is very impactful, and it will make you count your blessings.
Oh, yes.
And it'll also make you understand the power of forgiveness.
Right.
Boy, I can't believe that they found their way to forgiveness. That's
No,
all I
I
have to
can't
say.
either.
Thank you all so very much. Go out and enjoy your weekend, whatever it is you're going to go do. Todd's on. The other day I got a friend request. Oh yeah, that was fake. I thought it was odd. We're already friends. Thought perhaps she got hacked. She did. Yeah, she was. She was. And I told her, it's very important, by the way, this is the last advice I will give you, that you always need to change your passwords. So we did. We changed hers. St. Charles County is missing their Jackie.
Oh,
She's returning, everybody. Don't worry about it. I'll look at the other comments. We do have to fly off. I have a super quick turnaround to somehow get this back together, change clothes, drop you off, and get over to Bespoke by 9 o'clock because I've got clients or customers coming in. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Marilyn says you're a star. She is. I love you all. God bless you. Go out and be anything you want to be in the world. But first,
be nice.
and kind. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Until I get